Hi, it's Lee, and welcome to the Tesla Economist. The macros may be in charge of the majority of the stock price right now, and perhaps for some time, but it's not like Tesla is sitting idle, doing nothing until the economy sorts itself out. Elon has made it clear that all systems are go, irrelevant of what is happening in the economy, stating that Tesla is still going to grow as much as they can, even if it means they end up making a loss. Although Elon may have meant that statement literally, when you start looking at how low Tesla's prices would be in order to make a loss, then it doesn't seem likely. Even in the worst part of the global financial crisis, auto sales in the US were only down perhaps 40% from what they usually were. So if Tesla have reduced their prices, it just makes the vehicles lower cost relative to the competition, who appear less likely to reduce their prices, and more likely to reduce their production. In other words, they will reduce supply rather than attempt to increase demand. This is due to the fact that legacy autos just don't have the same pricing power as Tesla. In addition to that, they carry a lot of debt, unlike Tesla. And Tesla has a substantial war chest to carry them through any rough times. Although legacy also have significant cash on hand too. Tesla should hopefully also have the energy business grow rapidly and increase a base income that is not subjected to macro events and able to support the company even further. Anyway, the macros are just temporary, like we're saying, that Tesla will keep doing its thing through the whole way, and has prepared for this. Now, although the stock has been surging recently anyway, we do have several other major announcements and events hopefully coming up very soon that will further enforce confidence into the company, products, and technology. Obviously, the biggest event on the horizon is Investor Day, the event that every bull is speculating on what could happen. What could be announced, what new products or technologies may be revealed, and what Master Plan Part 3 might entail. An event that may level Tesla up as a company as we discover what it truly aims to become. However, if history is anything to go by, usually the lead up to these events sees Tesla's stock price increase, only to see a sell-off after the event, which we saw on Battery Day, Autonomy Day, AI Day, Cybertruck reveal, etc. The Tesla bulls love these events, and are in awe of the future Tesla are going to bring to the world, whereas the market seems to find them hard to believe, almost as if it's just too good to be true. So I would guess the market may react dependent on how much it believes what Elon is showing. Robotaxis seem to be hard to fathom most of the time, but perhaps if we're shown a dedicated robotaxi and told how it's so much better for FSD to a level that is believable for the market, or at least more believable, then maybe it will think twice. If Tesla or Elon are actually able to convince the market that FSD or robotaxis are likely to happen in the next few years, then the stock price could rocket. The market loves to see growth, and Tesla growing in the confidence that they have demand for future expansion. The obvious announcement to indicate that is when Tesla announces new factories. Tesla investors are very much expecting Mexico to be the next factory now, and if it means Tesla can build vehicles faster and at a lower cost, but then the running costs and labour should also cost less. A big part of Tesla's mission is finding ways of getting costs down, just like how Ford has also produced the Mach-E in Mexico for that same reason. On top of that, I find it unlikely this factory will be producing Model Ys, 3s or Cybertrucks. I think it's expected that this will be the Gen 3 version at a significantly lower cost anyway. When Tesla officially announced this, the market will be happy, and Elon may tell us this on Investor Day. And we've already had a new factory announced, be it in extension for the existing Giga Nevada factory, but as soon as we see Tesla break ground there on that extension, it will also look positively for the company. This factory will make a new vehicle for Tesla, the semi-truck. This is a big deal. The vehicle will be very profitable, even if the run rate is not close to a Model Y. There's still about as much profit per battery cell, which is the limiting factor anyway. The semi-truck will mean Tesla has a more diversified range of vehicles on offer, catering to new markets that are also less affected by various economic climates, showing profit stability during economic downturns with products other than cars, which is a cyclical industry, will help keep Tesla's stock price more consistent compared to the likes of Ford, whose stock dropped to under $2 in the global financial crisis. However, Tesla are also looking to boost demand on their existing models too, especially with the new update we're waiting to see for the Model 3. We should likely get to see that new Model 3 look and feel soon. As we see Model 3s driving around covered up, one would assume the facelift has already been chosen, and the next stage will be some factory downtime in Fremont and Shanghai, and then a new look for the Model 3. Although the facelift appears just to be minor, as it's only the front and rear they're covered up, it will likely still carry a more modern look and feel, although it might be subtle. For Tesla fans, it still means a lot. We have the new 4680 line in Texas running. We may soon get an update at the rate at which this is progressing, possibly on the Q1 earnings call. Hopefully someone asks a question as to the progress. Okay, sure, it would appear that the market doesn't seem to care about 4680's progress as much as me, but I still think seeing some 4680 production progress on the massive lines in Texas would be a great boost for the company nonetheless. We're hearing and seeing more about hardware 4 too. We've seen new Model X's with additional cameras in the front of the vehicle. The cameras are hidden in the headlights, so look very tidy. Having cameras at the front is obviously going to help with FSD, especially when it comes to seeing oncoming traffic at intersections. I think this is going to make a big difference. Of course, all the other extras that Hardware 4 offers on top of that too. Then the FSD software to accompany it, the long-awaited FSD version 11. We watched the videos of the current FSD version, and it is beyond impressive already. When we get to see vehicles with Hardware 4 and FSD 11, we hope for some serious step changes. Although Elon does often say 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and it will require lots of further refinement. Last year, Elon was still very certain that FSD would be safer than a human before the end of last year. He hasn't since mentioned any progress of when FSD actually may be ready, or whether it will be safer than a human this year. But perhaps version 11 was the update he was waiting for. These events are likely to occur in the near short term. Obviously Investor Day is March 1st, but the others could happen any day really too. There are other things that we also might expect to happen during the year. The biggest event is probably seeing the first Cybertruck come off the production line. If Tesla can show the world that the Cybertruck is really going to happen, then that would also bestow more confidence in the future plans Tesla say they will achieve. Now, I don't think Tesla will reveal a new model on Investor Day. I believe we'll just see how Gen 3 will look like, similar to how we were shown how the structural battery packs worked with front and rear castings on Battery Day. But I would hope that sometime this year, we're finally shown what this next model of Tesla will look like, with a proper reveal of what is likely to be some form of compact, affordable Tesla for the masses. I know, like I said, if history is anything to go by, it likely wouldn't do much for the stock price. But maybe this time it could be different? It's starting to feel like a really important event. Then, throughout the year, we should hopefully see record deliveries quarter over quarter. And as long as prices remain stable, they should be accompanied with record earnings. Hopefully with energy increasing each quarter at an average of 100 to 150% annually. Seeing growth in energy is going to be great for the financials. Tesla may even announce a new Megapack factory in Europe sometime and start building that. Then, of course, this being Tesla and Elon, there could be all sorts of surprises along the way that we never expect, just out of the blue, that send the stock flying. Like that time when Hertz announced they want to buy a fleet of Teslas. You just never know what can happen with this company at any time. Thanks for listening. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and talk to me on Patreon.